Today is Wednesday, the 25th of January. The year is 2012. We're standing here at the Carver Center in Phoenix, Arizona. The statue of Dr. Carver here. And also we have a gentleman here, representative also, Attorney Bruce Boynton. Attorney Bruce Carver Boynton, is that not right, sir?
That's correct.
Could you say a few words and share your thoughts with us this morning?
Well, it certainly is an extreme pleasure to be here at the Carver Center. I'm the namesake of Dr. George Washington Carver because both my mother and father were students at Tuskegee Institute when he was there on the faculty. And as a result of their ability to be in contact with him, I became his godson and also his namesake. And I have checks and letters that he wrote to my mother in reference to me, and I can remember taking some medicine for colds that was prescribed or developed by him as a young child. Indeed, I can remember one of which was a mason jar that one would put about an inch of sugar in, and then cover the sugar with onions and let the onions ferment, and then you would drink the juice from a tablespoon, and that was a remedy for a cold at the time. I can also remember attending his funeral, and at which time my mother took a motion picture camera to cover the event. And
your mother's still alive, no, Mr. Boynton?
Yes, we celebrated my mother's 100th birthday in Atlanta, Georgia, back on August the 18th of last year, 2011. And I have since passed the name Carver to my daughter. You had a chance to meet her in Tennessee, but her name is Carver Ann Boynton, and I'm very happy to have carried that name.
Today, Mr. Boynton, we know you are 1960, you were arrested in 58 in Virginia, and your case led to the desegregation of all federal transportation systems nationwide. Your case was Boynton versus the state of Virginia in 1960, got to Supreme Court, no?
That's correct.
And today you're here in Phoenix, Arizona, participating in a series of events related to the Freedom Riders. Can you say a little bit about that?
Well, yes. I was actually arrested December 18, 1958 in the Trailway Bus Station restaurant in Richmond, Virginia. And that decision of the Supreme Court caused the Freedom Riders through CORE, the organization of John Ennis, to come south to challenge the segregated facilities that existed in interstate transportation. And actually, the uniqueness of my case over against, say, Rosa Parks or Irene Morgan was that, and actually all the other cases of challenging racial segregation were matters that are dealt with in court. The only challenge that was going on were legal challenges, but through my case, the direct approach and direct confrontation to the situation,
direct action,
right, came from the Freedom Riders who were testing that case, and then that was expanded to sit-ins at lunch counters, and it became a tactic that was used for freedom fighters, which is still adopted.
We're still doing that today. The freedom ride hasn't ended yet. No, now you're in Phoenix, no?
That's correct.
And this morning you presented to the Maricopa Board of Supervisors. Could you say a little bit about that?
Well, it was a pleasure of mine to be before the Board of Supervision. I had an opportunity to give a bit of the background of how the case arose, and also to speak about the present-day problem and the need for a new compassion for people of the indigenous people of the country and of this area, and an awareness that there are problems that need to be solved.
Very good. And we need to solve those problems with intelligence and will and courage and vision, like the freedom fighters and your particular example. All of these things, you have to bring them once again to the forefront, wouldn't you say, Mr. Boynton?
Well, that's true. This is a never-ending battle, and the problem exists just like it did then and during the time of the case, and there's got to be a solution that we take to solve the problem.
And today we're going to address this problem by informing us on the freedom fighters, the freedom riders. There's going to be a showing of the PBS documentary at North High School Thursday, 26th of January, 1101 East Thomas. Freedom Riders, the PBS documentary at 6 p.m. We hope to see you all there.